This is something that will definitely, right, stop the scroll. Right? When somebody sees a feed, an image like this that says uneven playing field webinar, that's what's gonna make, it's gonna cause, stir curiosity. And it makes people want to click.
If you're somebody that's looking to decrease your ad cost per lead utilizing images, then today in this video, I'm gonna be walking you through a behind the scenes coaching call to show you exactly what you need to be thinking about, your thought process, as well as the strategy that is required in order to create images that's gonna help you drive ad cost as well as your cost per lead down. Let's begin.
Let's take a look at some of the ads, the creatives, and how we can drive down ad cost to the funnel. So Chris, did you take this same video, and are you saying that you posted this same video on Facebook, but for some reason you could get like $40-ish on YouTube, but then Facebook is like 80? What happened on Facebook?
It is different, yeah. Sorry, so it's not the same ad. No, you said to do a Facebook ad for Facebook, and we've actually had quite a lot of success on Facebook in the business that I work for.
Yep.
So I sort of used the same sort of things that we'd pumped a lot of money through that and had success for Facebook. So it's a little bit similar, but yeah, definitely not.
Before we watch this ad on Facebook, could you walk us through what were the creatives that you submitted on Facebook? Was it just this video, or is it a mixture of image ads with this video? And what was it? What was on Facebook?
It was just, with the time I had, just this video.
So I can see that the video on YouTube and Facebook has got some difference, right? But the main gist of it is still, very similar. And then regardless of, what platform you advertise in, they all go into this funnel, correct?
Yes.
Why is ad cost skyrocketing? Why is it like $80 on Facebook ads? Why is it $40 on YouTube? And how can we bring this lower? Okay. Now, this is literally a to-do list. Okay. Now, the reason why right now your ad cost on Facebook is so high is because you have one creative. And the problem with one creative is it's really a go big or go home type of deal. And in most cases, it's usually going home. Why? Because it's hard to create a one-hit wonder. And even if you do create this one-hit wonder, it saturates so quickly before you can even say the word saturate. What that means is the first thing you gotta do is you gotta think about, how can I create a crazy amount of image variations for the Facebook ad? Okay. Now here's what I do to think about different variations. Okay, I'm gonna make this like a Facebook ads training. Imagine that right now your ad costs are high because you've got this one video. And I get it, like creating more videos is tough, but images are actually significantly easier, right? Because you can either outsource it, hire somebody to do it, put it on Fiverr. Okay. The hard part is not the image, but what's the copy or choice of words that goes onto your ad that's able to stop the scroll and get their attention. Okay. So once you apply and you do this step over here, instantly when you run this, okay, so the first thing you gotta do is you gotta be able to have a dynamic creative ad campaign. What is dynamic creative ad campaign? This is where you're going to load up 10 different images, all with the same ad copy, put it up on Facebook and say, hey Facebook, here's a 10 different images, you decide which one to run based on this specific objective, right? And Facebook, based on the AI, will go and decide which one to rotate and which one to utilize in order to decide which one has got the best conversion for you. The question is like what to put on the image. Okay. So all I want to be able to do is I want to be able to create 10 different hooks. That's the first thing I want to be able to do, right? How can I create 10 different hooks for this ad? Because the 10 hooks will be inside the image. Okay, that's a great way to kind of start 10 hooks. Now, how do I come up with the hook? The first thing I always start off with, okay, what is the boring version of this ad? What is the version that every other marketer would use? Begin with that first so that you're aware, and then don't use that version. Okay, that's how I always begin. Okay, so like the version that's boring, that's vanilla, what would that be? So after that, once we have that, I want to be able to think about, okay, how do I transform this boring version into a spiced up version, a more interesting one? Okay, now I'm going to walk you through different hooks. Okay, now what's the different hooks? This would be the top 0.1% that fill in the blank users. So the top 0.1% of techniques that niche name, real estate agents, investors, speakers, trainers, ad marketers utilize to result. Okay, so number one, it could be just like what the top 0.1%, okay, are doing. Another angle, I'm just gonna just keep spitting out angles. Okay, number two is, it could be like the techniques they don't want you to know. Right? Here's what the government don't want you to know when it comes to saving taxes, when it comes to buying more property, when it comes to leveraging other people's money and credit to reinvest in property. Okay, so this would be like, here's what fill in the blanks don't want you to know. An ad hook could be something that is timely or trending right now. Right? Can you ride on this thing that is going on with your specific market, where to them it's like, oh man, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, number four is to be able to take any type of viral image and then run it as an ad. Okay. World Cup. There you go.
Can I show you one?
Yeah, sure. Is that the ad image?
That was one of the images, yes.
Wait, so this is the image you used as an ad with this white background, and it says Even Playing Field Webinar. That's the ad.
Yes. That was the ad, yeah.
What do you think's wrong with this ad?
Well, just again, he's got 200 million followers, most followers, familiar face.
Okay.
Not specific.
Here's how I'd like all of you to think about this, right? So here's a great way to think about what is the viral image associated to this normal image, okay? So to me, your webinar is called Even Playing Field Webinar. Now, literally what it is that you did is you created the most boring version possible of this image ad by taking, Even Playing Field Webinar. Why? Because when a person sees this, like, just think about that image, right? It was a white background that says Even Playing Field with a random stock image guy of a guy going like this. Was it like this? Right? Now, just think about, like, how is that going to stop the scroll? I mean, if you were on Facebook and you were scrolling on Facebook and you had a similar image that says Improve Yourself Webinar, and literally that was it, white background, stock image, do you think you would be curious about it? Do you think it evokes any type of emotion? Do you think it's going to stop the scroll? Do you think it's going to make you laugh? Probably not. Okay, so here's how I'd like you to all think about this. Okay, now, if this is the boring version, let's use the example I gave you, because I want to help you guys like use this muscle, right? What is an uneven or unfair playing field? Guys, let me know in the comments. If you just think about this, like, what's a uneven playing field, or what's considered unfair if you were to show it in a form of an image? Guys, let me know in the chat. Right, good. 1 versus 11. Okay, what else? Right, so, or how can you show, maybe it's something that's funny, something that's controversial. This is something that will definitely, right, stop the scroll. Right, when somebody sees a feed, you know, an image like this that says uneven playing field webinar, that's what's gonna make, like, it's gonna cause, you know, stir curiosity that makes people want to quit. Now I'm gonna give you guys one more, okay? The 5th version, okay, I'm gonna show you guys is, it's like just a totally random pick that has nothing to do with your offer and then linking it to your offer. And the example that I'm gonna literally show you guys is a conversation that I had with Shuing last night over dinner. And over dinner last night, I told her, I said, Shuing, do you know I've got a superpower? And she looked at me like, I've heard of this before. And she said, yeah, what's that superpower? And I said, I can take literally any image and turn it into some sort of related offer. And she's like, really? And then she said, show me, prove it to me. Okay, so she held out this photo, okay, and actually kind of posted this on a story, and it was it's a pretty random image. I'm going to share what this photo looked like. And she said, let me share this photo with everybody here. And she said, you're telling me you can turn this image into an ad? And I said, take out your phone right now, record me, and I'll turn this into an ad real time. Then I said, this was a script. I said, palm trees, beautiful. Christmas lights, lovely. But when you add these 2 elements together at the same time, well, the sight is going to be a little bit hard to swallow. Now you're probably thinking, so what does this have to do with marketing and building a business? Everything. You see, when it comes to having a great offer, you could have a great offer, you could have a great funnel, but if you don't have congruence between these 2 things at the same time, it's still not going to work. If you are somebody that wants to be able to have a happy ending so that this offer, your offer, doesn't blow up in your face, no pun intended, then click on this link to join us for fill in the offer name. Right, now literally I did that, no kidding, in real time yesterday, okay, based on this exact image. Now I honestly feel it's not a superpower, okay, it is a muscle that can be developed, okay, and it's really just, first of all, when you take a look at the random image, if it's a funny one, just like this one, where people are thinking about other things, right? You just gotta ask yourself, like, what's the hook? The next time you see an image that you felt made you laugh, made you chuckle, made you smile, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna say, okay, what's the hook? Okay, what made me laugh? What made it funny? And how can I link this to what it is that I do? Now, typically, the first answer that you'll tell yourself is nothing. There's nothing that's relevant. Just like there's nothing relevant with palm trees and lights, right? But when you start thinking longer, right, the hook is just the beginning, is to start the conversation. The next thing you gotta do is you gotta be able to back it up with some sort of story or explanation to link it. This is like the bridge, okay? So you got a hook, okay, which is the thing that makes no sense, the thing that's absolutely random. And then you need to have the explanation or the bridge.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes to this coaching call. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And as always, be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. And to subscribe to this channel if you want to be notified of future videos just like this one. Now, some of you asking me, how can I be part of this process? How can I ask you questions? How can I have you coach me or mentor me? We want to make sure that we are working with the people that's the right fit. You'll need to fill up a form. There's a link right below this video. Somebody on my team might give you a call to interview you to see if the right fit for each other. And if you want to apply and see if you're a good fit, then all you need to do is click on this link in the description box below and my team will be in touch with you.